Hey guys, just wanted to show some works in progress I've been working on. Some of you may recognize this knife from one of my last videos when I was talking about the Knife in the Hat project that I'm entering at the KnifeNetwork.com's custom project subforum. And I wanted to make a couple more knives, 2 or 3 at least, so that I could heat treat a group of them together. It's a little bit more efficient for me that way. Wastes a lot less electricity and energy, and it's just a lot better use of my time and resources if I can do 2, 3, 4 blades at a time rather than having to start from scratch, heating up all my ovens, and taking that extra time out just to do 1 blade at a time. So I went ahead and made a few more knives here, as you could see, in addition to the first one I showed you. And I wanted to make an additional neck knife similar to the one I'm entering into the kith, or the Knife in the Hat. And honestly, I don't know which of these two I'm going to end up putting into that project. Both of these blades should be just about identical when they're done. Still need to take a little bit more off of this grind here. I want to take it up higher, but I'm actually going to wait till after heat treat to match it a lot more closer to this one. But there is a slight difference between these two, as you may be able to tell. This one has a 3/16 diameter hole for the pins. This one has a 1/4 inch diameter hole for the pins, and I'll show you why I did that in a moment. But I'll go ahead and show you 2 other knives I've been working on as well. These I profiled out some time ago, just never got around to putting a grind on them, so I wanted to do that tonight. And as you can see, I got a full flat grind on both of these. Took it up just a little bit higher than I'm going to take this one up, or this one, just to try something a little bit different and see how I like that. But I got the pinholes, the jimping, so all 4 of these are ready for heat treat, and I may try to do that tomorrow or sometime this week. I'll show you the other sides. I'm going to have a little bit of touch-up to do on these blades. Right here I need to take a little bit more material off and even that grind up. But I figured I'd go ahead and do that after heat treat. I don't need to get it perfect just yet, since I'll be removing scale and blemishes from it after heat treat anyhow. As you can see, I will be using 1/8 inch pins for these blades. Seems to work out pretty nice for these smaller blades. I do like the larger pins for the mid-size to larger blades though. And as far as the 2 different size holes, one reason I put 1/4 inch holes in the one knife is because I got some new pin stock. This is actually a micarta rod from USAKnifeMaker.com. And I wanted to try that out, see how that contrasts with the G10 or the micarta that I choose to use for this. And I had actually ordered 3/16 from USAKnifeMaker.com so that I could match it with these holes. Looks like they accidentally sent me 1/4 inch stock. I'm not going to raise a fuss about it. I'll go ahead and use it and just make a note next time I place an order to get some 3/16. But I think this will look nice. I think that'll offset it just a little bit more with that larger hole, and should contrast nicely. Now, as far as the G10 that I want to use for at least a couple of these knives, I don't know if I'll do it with all of them yet. I'm trying something a little bit different, something I haven't used before. I'm pretty excited about this based on some other finished knives I've seen using a similar material. And this is actually the Tiger Striped G10 from USAKnifeMaker.com. It's got kind of a burnt orange on one side and a black on the other. And you can kind of see almost a striped pattern going through that. So that should finish out pretty nicely, have kind of a unique look to it, get a nice grain pattern. Went ahead with some 1/8 inch stock for these neck knives here, as I do like to keep the profiles somewhat thin and unobtrusive, especially if they're going to be worn under a shirt or around the neck. It just seems to be a little bit more comfortable that way rather than something that's big and blocky. So definitely excited about that. I think we're making good progress here. Like I said, all of these are ready for heat treat. One of these will be going to the Knife in the Hat project, which is actually not due until I believe the end of July. But I did want to get kind of a head start on that, just to get that out of the way and make room for some other projects I want to start on. I'm going to have a couple nice little mini neckers here. Again, one of these is going to be for my personal carry, at least for a while, just to have something to show off, something to carry, something to use, and further test my blades and my heat treating process. And these two I'll probably put up for sale, depending on how they come out. And I'll let you guys know about that if any of my subscribers might be interested. At least that's the plan so far. I may hang on to them for a while. But I would really like to sell some knives, make a little bit of money, and start saving up towards the purchase of some new tools, whether it's a variable frequency drive for this grinder or even a whole new grinder altogether. Kind of been making up a wish list for some tools, kind of been dreaming about some stuff, and I really like to start setting those goals and making some progress towards that. But that's just a real quick update on some works in progress. Like I said, hopefully I'll be able to heat treat these either tomorrow or sometime this week. I do have some other things going on, but once they're heat treated, I'll just need to clean them up and prep them for handles, make the sheaths, and they'll be done, and put the edges on, of course. But very happy with progress so far. I'm excited to see some more knives coming out of the shop, and I've definitely been enjoying a little bit of downtime after work and on the weekends, getting some of this done. So that's the update for now. Definitely appreciate the newer subscribers that I've recently gotten over the last few weeks or so. I want to welcome you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.